Well, hello viewers and a very warm welcome to this edition of the weekly roundup program from News and Trends. We begin this edition by taking a look at the COVID-19 update from the state. Nagaland reported 262 cases of the novel coronavirus this week, out of which Kohima reported the majority of the cases, with 198 reported from the district alone. Dimapur, the worst district hit by the pandemic, reported just 23 cases this week. The 262 cases reported this week was from the 3,828 samples that were tested in 7 days. This figure was 30 less than the previous week, which the state reported of 292 cases from the 4,903 samples that were tested. This means that 1,075 more tests were conducted last week than this week. Meanwhile, a total of 71 new cases of COVID-19 were reported from the state today. In his tweet, State's Health and Family Welfare Minister Espang Yupom said, out of 867 results received, 71 positive cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed. 49 in Kohima, 13 in Twensang, 5 in Mokokchung and 2 each from Zanaboto and Dimapur. The state also reported 109 recoveries of COVID-19 patients, the minister added in his tweet. Dimapur continues to remain at the top with 1,879 cases, followed by Kohima with 1,230, Mon with 275 and Perin with 268 cases, making up the top 4 districts worst hit by the pandemic. The armed forces continues to contribute to the majority of the positive cases in the state with 1,673, that's 43%, 1,255 from among the returnees, making up 32%, 711 from among the traced contacts, making up 18%, and 283 from among the frontline workers, making up 7% of the total viral caseload in the state. According to the Nagaland government COVID-19 War Room dashboard, the state's tally of positive cases now stand at 3,922, out of which 8 have died due to the virus, 9 have migrated, 3,017 have recovered, and there are now 887 active cases in the state. Recovery rates stand at 76.93%. Now moving on, Minister for Health and Family Welfare Espang Yupom on Friday inaugurated the Integrated Molecular Diagnostic and Research Laboratory BSL2 at Twensang. Speaking on the occasion, the minister congratulated Twensang district for materializing the lab and appreciated the engineers and technicians for consuming lesser times in completion despite hurdles and lockdown constraints. He appreciated the Chief Minister Nipirio and PTA government for the commitment to construct the BSL2 lab for the people of the remote districts, which can extend services to the people of Mon, Longland, Kifri and Noklak districts. According to a DIP report, the minister said if civil societies could only take responsibility in guiding the developmental activities, many quality infrastructures can be witnessed in the district. He said with this laboratory, lots of lives can be saved and many more services can be given to the coming generations as well. Advisor H. Haying appreciated the government for the development, stating that it is a big day for the people of Twensang and a milestone in the medical field. He acknowledged the hard works of the members of the District Task Force Twensang in containing the COVID-19 pandemic and performing as one of the best teams in fighting the pandemic in the state. Advisor Tushi Wongtong appreciated the senior scientists and engineers for completing the much-needed laboratory to fight the COVID-19 pandemic in time. He also highlighted on the government's needs of laboratories in urgency. Mission Director NHM Kevichusa Medicure said that the construction of the lab cost government around 5 crores in purchasing equipments and other civil works. The lab will be functional with 2 research scientists, 2 well-trained professional lab technicians, data entry operator and a lab assistant, he said. Minister for Agriculture and Cooperation G. Kaito Aye on Friday stressed on the need to improve agriculture sector so as to boost state's aspiration for self-sufficiency. Addressing officers of the Department of Agriculture during a coordination meeting in Kohima, Kaito asked the department officials to collectively work for the welfare of the farmers. He also advised them to reach out to the needy farmers, interact and visit field and villages in order to improve the quality of farming while asserting that the need to address needs of the farmers for sustainable farming. The minister also asked the officials to ensure that farmers are benefited with oriented scheme programs and that no lapses occur in procedures.
With us from 7-8 crores to 20-25 crores. I'm with the third director now in nearly 3 years. However, I have enjoyed their cooperation, their service. They have worked very hard. But Directorate, APC, Minister is to see that your report somewhere, here and there we may also go to see the ongoing or to, sometimes we can also, in good time, it is not a good time, otherwise we can also make a surprise shake also.
In his keynote address, APC and Commissioner Secretary Y. Kekheto Sema suggested integrated sustainable farming for the growth of the farmers, stating that the department can be the guardian of the farmers as 70% of the population in Nagaland are in agriculture sector. He said farmers should be supported to help them cater to their needs. Despite COVID-19 pandemic, Kekheto said that the state cannot afford to overlook agriculture sector as it was the mainstay of the state.
It is in one village, it is 5 hectares. Each one of the department is taking the same figure, and the area coverage is more than that of the greater Nagaland actually, because there is no proper data. There is no proper data. So we need to come to a same place in integrated manner, and there should be a competition. I'm happy that although we are going to have a discussion, or Honorable Minister, all of us, on the basis of past experience, what kind of
A PowerPoint presentation on department activities was presented by Additional Director Agriculture C. Peter Yanthan, while the meeting was chaired by Director M. Ben Yanthan and vote of thanks by S. Kiviku Achumi. Nagaland joined the nationwide event Fit India Freedom Run to promote fitness among the citizens on Saturday. Held in commemoration with National Sports Day, it was conducted by observing SOPs and social distancing norm in view of COVID-19 pandemic situation. Nagaland Youth Resource and Sports Advisor Engineer Jale Nekha flagged off the event at Indira Gandhi Stadium in the presence of officials from Department of Youth Resources and Sports, state coaches and some volunteers from National Service Scheme (NSS). Engineer Nekha said the event aimed to encourage fitness among the people and also to help every individual to get freedom from obesity, stress, laziness, anxiety and sickness. Youth Resources and Sports Director Akamla Chuba informed that the department could not conduct the event in a grand manner this time in view of COVID-19 pandemic situation. It may be recalled that Kiren Rijiju, Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, launched the nationwide Fit India Movement Run on August 14 through online platform. This event is targeted to encourage fitness among the masses while following COVID-19 protocols. The Fit India Freedom Run is yet another endeavour to strengthen the Fit India movement envisaged by Prime Minister and involve the citizens to embrace fitness as a way of life.
In 1932 and in 1936. Today I just want to encourage every one of us and my brothers and sisters of Nagaland. Let us also observe this day doing a small run, a short run, or doing some small exercises in collaborating of this sports day and Fit India Freedom Run. So I just want to say that few words. Let us stay off.
The inauguration program for installation of new transformer at Alahuto Colony in Zanaboto was held on Thursday at the residence of Kikheto Muru Council Chairman Alahuto Colony. Speaking at the program, Executive Engineer Atoho Achumi briefed on the milestone they have achieved during the posting at Zanaboto and added that during his stay he gave his best for the welfare of the town and was satisfied with his work. He said that during this posting in Zanaboto, various schemes were initiated by the government with which he could manage the best for the welfare of Zanaboto, the town he loved dearly. He reminded how most citizens get enraged when there are little inconveniences in power supply, but when it comes to paying bills, they are very much reluctant. He appealed to the citizens to consider payment of power bills as important as paying school fees for the children. Earlier, the program was chaired by Vikeshe Aye GB and Vice Chairman Alahuto Council. Invocation was pronounced by Auto Aye convener ZTSBC Alahuto. Ribbon cutting was done by outgoing engineer Atoho Achumi. Vote of thanks was proposed by Kikheto Muru Council Chairman Alahuto Council and concluded with a benediction said by Vikato Yepto, convener SBCZ Alahuto. That brings us to an end of this edition of the Weekly Roundup program. Do subscribe to us on the YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. Meanwhile, stay safe, practice safe health hygiene, and maintain social distancing wherever you go. But most importantly, take good care of yourself and your loved ones. Thanks for watching.